Hey, howdy, and a happy day, but not if you live in Los Angeles. Not a happy day. These fires, it's amazing what's going on, but I got to tell you, a lot of it is political. The political stuff is coming out from so many people. I mean, what you have there is you got 72 genders and 0 fire hydrants with water in them. I mean, come on already, and that is the politicians. I mean, it's totally unbelievable what's been going on there. I gotta say, I mean, they also say there's not enough firefighters now. Because, oh, how could there be? You fired so many, hundreds and hundreds of them because they wouldn't take the COVID shot, and you won't hire them back. Again, unions, red tape, there's so many things going on in California. It's unbelievable. And Los Angeles, and they're saying now, we need help. So people are being imported, firefighters from other places, British Columbia, Canada. They're importing some firefighters. They're being deployed as we speak. I have a son-in-law, Trent. You do a good job. I know you will. You always do. You and all your buddies. Good luck down there and Godspeed, but be bloody careful. I want you back here. So we like fire a little bit. We smoke cigars occasionally. So Trent, good job. Godspeed again, and happy day. You know, stories of houses in Los Angeles burned to the ground. And yet they find an item sitting in the middle of the fire. And that's not uncommon. It happened to me several years ago. I lost my house in the fire. My son-in-law was there to kind of help that fire, don't you know. In any event, I lost everything. But we were walking through, and there was my wedding ring on a leather band, fully intact. I wear it around my neck. And I thought, isn't that something? It hasn't been touched. So I picked it up and put it back around my neck. I have guns. And so I was cleaning guns the day before the fire at my house, and I didn't find them, but I did find one of them. That's a 1911. That's all that's left of it. It's kind of intact. I don't know what happened to all the ammunition. I guess boom, boom, boom. But I know about fires, and these poor people down there, I feel for them, and my, more than 10,000 structures. At the time I'm doing this show, have already been confirmed to be burned down to the ground. I'm sure it's a lot higher by the time you watch this because it's a moving target, and the fires are not all contained, and boy, oh boy, it ain't good. I mean, LA County, wake up, all of you people, because this is political to a large degree. There's been no force management. There's been no fire management. There's been all kinds of crazy things stripping money out of the budget. And the firefighters, I know many of them in LA County, they've quit. They said, we can't work with these conditions. I mean, these guys, they take the money away from us and they put it elsewhere. You know, we're talking hundreds of millions of dollars that come off the budget, and they can't do their job. I mean, as shown with fire hydrants with no water. I mean, really, you got to be kidding me. They stripped millions of dollars of funds. Here's where some of the money went from their budget. Okay, hundreds of thousands of dollars allocated to fund programs such as Gay Men's Course. Gay Men's Course. This is a housing for the transgender homeless. And after you have fire hydrants, again, I can't say that enough, but there's no water in them. And then you've got they had to hold it. They had to create musical experiences to strengthen our role as leaders among lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender people. Then they allotted out of the fire budget $190,000 to the homeless and HIV program, which included a syringe exchange program. Another $100,000 went for Juneteenth celebrations. I don't know what that is. More money allotted to lesbian, gay, bisexual, and transgender Heritage Month again and again. And Human Rights and Equity Department was granted $100,000 for a midnight stroll transgender cafe. They have a history of fires. They know that they're coming back. And Trump, in his first term, sat with the governor of California and said, it's going to happen again. It's going to get worse. You need force management. Get rid of all these environmental quacks that you've got, these lunatics. You need to go in and clean things up. And of course, we can't do that. We got to save the forest and save the fish and the trees and all the rest of it. And the county also granted $13,000 to lesbian, gay, bisexual, more of this stuff. It just goes on and on. Homeless funding was larger than the fire department's budget for the entire year. For the entire year. We have fires all of the time. Maybe get with the bloody program. And then they appointed this person to be boss. They paid her $400,000 a year, and they said, hey, you can be the assistant chief. You know, you got to focus your attention, though, on gay and homosexual things. Don't worry about fires. I mean, $400,000, she's the battalion chief of the Los Angeles Fire Department. And her job, her sole job, is to root out bigoted firefighters. Duh, bigoted firefighters. The world's burning, bigoted firefighters. That's the focus. It's interesting to see so many people being interviewed For some reason, they just seem to interview the stars. What about the ordinary people? But in any event, the stars are saying, I don't think we're going to vote this way any longer. We'll see. But they're mad because they're all coming at this thing from a political perspective, as they should, as they should. And they're saying, these people are, they're mixed up like a dog's breakfast. There's no organization. But hey, why do so many people live in California? It's almost 40 million people. That's a lot of humanoids, right? Why? It's a beautiful state. It's a beautiful state. I mean, I live 100 miles from LA. There's no smoke or anything else. It's a beautiful place. But politically, a lot of people are leaving because of the politics, and I think I'm not far behind them. You have to deal with relentless crime. I go into LA, I not only carry artillery, I'm wishing I had a bigger, it's got the worst traffic in the world, I think, and this historic homeless epidemic, hordes of drug addicts all over the place, endless earthquakes, mudslides, and fires, but a lot of it could be better if you had a different government, because the government, they just rip us off. I hope it's going to get better. Oh boy, but that's my update on the fire in LA, and you know what? God bless everybody, and I hope it gets put out. You Canadian guys, get to work and help and get that thing out so people can have their lives back. It's a terrible thing. I mean, lives have been lost, and I've been in that situation, as I mentioned earlier, when I showed you my gun, and so I get it. I mean, it's quite an interesting feeling because you just have nothing. You have to start all over again. Hey, y'all come back. See ya.